and Kentucky only beat Troy State by 8. So I guess we would be like even money if we were to play Kentucky right now. Give me a number 30 if you can. Yeah. All right. We're back here on the campus of Georgia Southwestern State University. And tonight's national anthem. Introducing tonight's starting lineup. First for the visiting Fort Valley State Wildcats. Starting at forward will be 6'7" senior from Columbus, Georgia, will be James Barnes. A 6'2" senior from Conyers, Georgia, Jamal Garrer. A 6'2" junior guard from Douglasville, Georgia, that'll be Tyler Edwards. A 6'8" senior from Atlanta, Georgia, playing forward tonight will be Walter Foster. And a 6'3" junior guard from Lithonia, Georgia, Jalen McMillan. Starting for the Hurricanes will be a 6'2" junior guard from Columbus, Georgia, R.J. Sessions. A 6' junior guard from Edison, Georgia, Quentin Taylor. Starting at forward will be 6'6" senior from Chicago, Illinois, Hassan Buggs. A 6'3" junior guard from Lawrenceville, Georgia, will be Devin Watson. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Hurricanes will be a 6'6" junior from Cape Girardeau, Missouri, number 32, Andre Statham. So we'll be ready for tonight's tip-off. After this, we'll take a 60-second break. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball on 94 Sports.
At forward, a 6'6" senior from Chicago, Illinois, number 15, Hassan Buggs. At forward, a 6'6" junior from Cape Girardeau, Missouri, number 32, Andre Statham. And at guard, a 6'2" junior from Columbus, Georgia, number 1, R.J. Sessions. Assistant coach Jalen Butler. Head coach in his second year, Ben Hicks. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to center court for Jace Peterson, a third grader at Southland Academy.
Back here at the Storm Dome on the campus of Georgia Southwestern State University, Jace Peterson is delivering tonight's game ball to the game official. Go, Jace. Fine young man there, the son of Albany State in the opening game of the season. Of course, we mentioned that the Hurricanes defeated a Division I team in Troy State University, and Troy State then would only lose to Kentucky by 8 points, giving Coach Butler a hard time about that, being able to play with Kentucky maybe because of that, but you can't ever do that. Tip-off is controlled by the Hurricanes. It'll be Quentin Taylor for the Hurricanes. Taylor's out by midcourt, going to get it over to Hassan Buggs. He's going to make a spin move. Pump fake shot is no good. Knocked away by the Wildcats, and tipped off the hand of Devin Watson. So it'll be Wildcat basketball. Fort Valley State with a slight height advantage in 2 or 3 positions. That'll be Tyler Edwards with the basketball. Edwards on the right wing gives it up to Jamal Guerra. Guerra picked up out top of the key, gives it back over to Edwards. Edwards for 3, no good. Misses everything. It'll be Hurricane basketball here with 19:20 to go. No score, just underway here at the Storm Dome. If you're not here, you still have plenty of time to get here to see some good basketball. That once again will be Quentin Taylor bringing the basketball up. He's going to be guarded by Tyler Edwards. Andre Statham at the top of the key. Going to give it over to R.J. Sessions. Sessions had a great game against Albany State, getting 30 points against the Rams. It's going to be Quentin Taylor just in front of the Wildcat bench. Gets a pick from Hassan Buggs. Pulls back. Step back jump shot is no good. Long rebound out by Jalen McMillan. McMillan brings it up, being guarded by Watson. Watson, top of the key with the defense. Pass over to Tyler Edwards just in front of the Hurricane bench. Dribbles, looks inside, can't find anybody. Throws down into the corner to Walter Foster. Foster for 3, no good. Rebound is by Quentin Taylor. Taylor on the run, gets it up to Buggs. Buggs off the glass, good. Hassan Buggs with the first point of the game. Makes it 2-0. Wildcats up quickly with the basketball. Jalen McMillan being guarded by R.J. Sessions. Over to Tyler Edwards. Edwards down low. Gives it up to Jamal Guerra. Guerra, no good. Quickly up the court. The Hurricanes with the basketball. That'll be Andre Statham wants to give it up. He finally gives it up to R.J. Sessions. Back to Statham, top of the key. Swings over to the right wing. That'll be Devin Watson. Back to Buggs. Buggs, top of the key. Back to Watson, right wing. Pump fake. Can't find anybody. Going to get it inside to Statham. Statham on a backdoor pass to Hassan Buggs. And Buggs slam dunks it home for his second basket of the evening. That gives the Hurricanes a 4-0 lead. Wildcats with the basketball. That'll be James Barnes out top of the keys. Post guy. He doesn't want the ball out that far. Shot by Jamal Guerra is no good. Rebound's going to be taken by James Barnes. A foul will be called. So Fort Valley yet to make a basket from the floor. 2 minutes and 45 seconds into the game. Tyler Edwards is going to inbounds. We have a question on the shot clock. Edwards to inbounds underneath his own basket. Gets it out to Jamal Guerra. Guerra back over to Edwards. Edwards drives the lane, picks his dribble up. Easy one-handed shot over Andre Statham. Statham trying to avoid the foul. Whistle blown. And now we've got a foul called. No, shot clock need to be reset. Ball is tipped. Tipped by R.J. Sessions on the inbounds. Jamal Guerra comes up with it. It's out of bounds. Fort Valley State will have the basketball. That'll be Tyler Edwards. Edwards gives it up to the right elbow to James Barnes. Barnes gets it over to Edwards. A whistle is blown. It'll be a foul. That foul will be on R.J. Sessions. That'll be his second team foul of the half for the Hurricanes. Inbounds underneath their own basket. Wildcats gets it out to Tyler Edwards. Edwards, top of the key, gets it back over to Jalen McMillan. McMillan for 3, up no good. Rebound is by Quentin Taylor. Taylor quickly up the court. Going to drive the left side, and there's going to be a foul called on the floor. That'll be a foul called on Jamal Guerra. It'll be his first of the game. Inbounds goes to Hassan Buggs. Buggs going to drive the lane. Has a shot knocked away by James Barnes. Picked up out to R.J. Sessions. Sessions with a three from deep in the corner. That makes it 7-2. 7-2 your score. 16:20 to go here in the first half. Steal is going to be by R.J. Sessions. Sessions going to take it the length of the court. Left-handed off the glass and good. So Sessions with 5 points already makes it 9-2. Hurricanes with a 7-point lead here early in the first half. Tyler Edwards with the basketball. Gets it over to Jamal Garrer. Garrer on the right wing. Gets it down low to Walter Foster. Foster going to back into the lane, and we're going to have a foul called. Foul be called on Andre Statham, I believe. So we're going to take a media timeout. So with 15:51 left to go here in the first half, it's Hurricanes 9, Wildcats 2. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball on 94 Sports.
We're pleased to offer live stats and streaming video at all our home basketball games this season. If you've got friends or family who couldn't make the trip to Americus, let them know they can follow the action online wherever they are. Have them go to gswcanes.com, look for the scoreboard section on the desktop homepage or the calendar link on mobile devices. YouTube is now serving as the online video host for Georgia Southwestern Athletic Productions and Surges Sports Network. You can find us directly on YouTube at GSW Athletics. That's GSW Athletics on YouTube.
$15:51 to go here in the first half. Hurricanes lead by a score of 9-2. Fort Valley will inbounds underneath their own basket. That'll be Jalen McMillan inbounding for the Wildcats. McMillan gets it to Jamal Garrer. Garrer back to McMillan. McMillan for three from the right wing, up and good. So McMillan gets his first basket of the night. It's a three-pointer, makes it 9-5. Hurricanes with the ball. At the free throw line, that's Hassan Buggs. Buggs swings it over to Devin Watson. Watson from deep in the corner, no good. That rebound will be taken by Tyler Edwards, bringing the ball down court. Another whistle, and it'll be an offensive foul this time. That foul will be called on number 5, Walter Foster. As we would expect, Foster didn't agree with the call. So the Hurricanes now will have Dejion Macklin enter the game. Macklin, formerly of Arkansas State. Down in the corner to Andre Statham. Statham for three, good! Andre Statham with 3 points, makes it 12-5. Quickly up court, Fort Valley State. That'll be Tyler Edwards drives the lane and gets the basket off the glass. Makes it 12-7. R.J. Sessions. Cross-court pass to Hassan Buggs. Buggs gives it up to Macklin. Back to Sessions. Nope, I'm sorry. That is Hassan Buggs for his second dunk of the night. Great ball movement that time by Georgia Southwestern State. Finally ended up with a dunk by Hassan Buggs. Buggs, a 6'6" senior from Chicago, Illinois. Whistle on the floor. Foul will be called on Georgia Southwestern. I believe that foul is going to be called on R.J. Sessions. That'll be his second foul of the night. Fort Valley State will inbounds underneath their own basket. 14:33 to go here in the first half. Hurricanes lead by a score of 14-7. Jamal Garrer inbounds to Walter Foster deep in the corner. Gives it back to James Barnes. Back to Garrer. Over to Barnes. Tyler Edwards shake and bake move, gives it up to Jamal Guerra. Guerra will drive, little finger roll shots up, and it's good. And now we have a timeout. Coach Ben Hicks wants and gets a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball on 94 Sports.
Hurricane fans, make sure to connect with us on social media to receive behind-the-scenes access and the latest department news. Twitter users can search for GSW Athletics, while Facebook and Instagram users will find us under GSW Hurricane.
Inbounds pass goes to Quentin Taylor. Taylor being guarded by Tyler Edwards. Gets the ball to Hassan Buggs, top of the key. Buggs over to Statham. Statham to Taylor, just in front of the Fort Valley bench. Looks. Can't find anybody. Gonna pull up, nope. Gonna dribble back, give it to Watson. Watson, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Tries to drive, can't get the shot to go. Rebound is by Jamal Guerra. Guerra gives it over to Tyler Edwards. Edwards with a little shake and bake move, going to drive the right side of the lane. Little finger roll shot off the glass is no good. Long rebound is going to be knocked out of bounds by James Barnes. It'll be Hurricane basketball just in front of their own bench. That'll be Dejion Macklin. Macklin inbounds to Quentin Taylor. Taylor, 6-foot junior guard from Edison, Georgia. Gets it back to Macklin. Macklin going to drive. Little finger roll is no good. And it'll go off of the leg of Jamal Guerra. That'll give the Hurricanes the basketball. Good move that time by Dejion Macklin. Just couldn't get the roll at the end. Macklin will inbounds. Going to get it to Taylor. Taylor, pump fake. Being guarded by Tyler Edwards. Going to drive the lane now. A little finger roll this time ain't good. So Quentin Taylor gets that finger roll to go. Makes it 16-9, 13:08 to go here in the first half. James Barnes over to Guerra. Guerra gets it inside to Walter Foster. Great defense that time by the Hurricanes. Calls the turnover, and that'll be Quentin Taylor quickly down court. Gets it over to Statham. Statham down in the corner to Dejion Macklin. His three-pointer is no good. Fight for the rebound, and Tyler Edwards comes up with it. Quickly down court, gets it to Jalen McMillan. McMillan for three, no good. Rebound by Barnes. Barnes puts it back up, good. So James Barnes with his first basket of the night makes it 16-11. 12:29 to go here in the first half. Hurricane basketball. Dejion Macklin gets it to Devin Watson. Watson pump fake, drives the basket, off the glass, good. Devin Watson and his first basket makes it 18-11. 12:11 to go here in the first half. Long three-pointer by Tyler Edwards is good. That gives Edwards 7 points on the night. Quentin Taylor crosses midcourt, being guarded by Tyler Edwards. Here comes a little backdoor play to Dejion Macklin. Macklin can't get it to go, gets his own rebound. Gets it back out to Quentin Taylor. That was a great play. Just didn't quite get a handle on the basketball and wasn't able to convert. Look forward for that play to probably be run again here in the second half. Statham deep in the corner, up, no good. Rebound is by Jalen McMillan. McMillan gets it over to the point guard, Tyler Edwards. Edwards drives to the free throw line, gives it over to Jamal Guerra. Guerra for a long three is good. 18-17 here at the Storm Dome. Hurricanes lead. Hassan Buggs, top of the key. Looking, can't find anybody. Starts his dribble, gives it up to Dejion Macklin. Macklin, top of the key. Left-handed shot from top of the key is up and good, and it's a three-pointer. So Macklin with his first basket of the night.
for the Hurricanes.
Well, they only credit him with a 2. One official said 3, another said 2. I guess they're going to go with the 2. Albany State with the basketball. That's going to be number 5, Walter Foster. Cross-court pass to Jamal Guerra. Guerra gets it to Tyler Edwards. Edwards, top of the key, gets it to Barnes. Back out to Edwards. Edwards going to drive the lane. Falls down backwards, loses control of the basketball. Picked up by Quentin Taylor. Taylor going to give it up to Hassan Buggs. Buggs' shot is no good. Long rebound picked up by Jalen McMillan. So McMillan with the basketball, being closely guarded by Devin Watson. His three-pointer is no good. Hassan Buggs with the rebound. Quickly out. Buggs all the way down court. Now going to give it up to Dejion Macklin. Macklin gets it to Quentin Taylor out at midcourt. Taylor over to Watson. Watson on the right wing. Andre Statham to Dejion Macklin. Macklin's left-hander at the elbow is no good. Rebound is by Jamal Guerra. Guerra quickly down court. Gives it up to James Barnes. Back to Guerra out at the top of the key. Guerra guarded by Taylor. Dribbles around. Is going to drive the lane and has it knocked away. I believe a foul is going to be called that time on number 3. I believe that's Quentin Taylor. So Taylor will pick up a foul. I believe that's his first of the game. And we'll have a media timeout with 9:25 to go here in the first half. Hurricanes lead by a score of 20-17. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball on 94 Sports.
On the floor with Rachel and other help, throwing out mini basketballs. Make some noise for the Hurricanes, and maybe they'll throw one your way.
So we're back here at the Storm Dome with 9:25 to go in the first half. Hurricanes lead by a score of 20-17. At halftime, we'll be interviewing new Georgia Southwestern State University President Dr. Neil Weaver. So you don't want to miss that interview at halftime. Inbounds pass goes to J.R. Bryant. Bryant over to Chris Smoke. The Wildcats with 5 new players in the game at this time. Hurricanes pretty much going with their starting lineup with Dejion Macklin in for R.J. Sessions, who had 2 quick fouls. Macklin gets it over to Hassan Buggs on the right wing. He's going to drive, pull up one-hander in the lane is no good. Picked up by Trey Elliott. Elliott now gets it back to Bryant. Bryant over to Trey Elliott. Elliott, top of the key, gives it up to Glenn Holloway. Holloway from the right wing, no good. Rebound is going to be by Chris Smoke. Smoke puts it back up and good. 20-19 here at the Storm Dome. Hurricanes lead. 8:42 to go here in the first half. Dejion Macklin with the basketball, gives it to Devin Watson. Watson gives it to Buggs on the right wing, down low to John Mason. Back to Watson. Watson's three-pointer in and out. How in the world that ball didn't go down, I'll never know. Smoke will get the rebound. He gets it to Trey Elliott. Elliott misses from 3. Hurricanes will rebound. That's John Mason. Mason will give it to Dejion Macklin. Macklin over to Jimmy Sylvan. Jimmy Sylvan back to John Mason. Mason over to Watson. Watson just in front of us, being guarded by Glenn Holloway. Inside to Hassan Buggs. Buggs with the turnaround shot off the glass is no good. Foul will be called on Glenn Holloway. That'll be Holloway's first foul of the night. So
first personal second team.
With 7:54 to go in the first half. We have a media timeout. We'll be back after this with Hurricanes leading score 20-19. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball on 94 Sports.
We'd like to thank Two Dukes Barbecue, a proud sponsor of Georgia Southwestern Athletics. Two Dukes Barbecue located 800 Tripp Street, just a few blocks from the university. Visit them on Facebook at Two Dukes Barbecue and more to get updates on the menu and their specials. Open Tuesday through Saturday. They're voted the #1 barbecue in Americus. Big thanks to Two Dukes Barbecue. The secret is in the sauce.
$7:54 to go here in the first half. Hurricanes lead by a score of 20-19. Hassan Buggs will be at the line for the Hurricanes. Buggs with 6 points so far in the night. He'll be shooting the first free throws of the evening by either team. Buggs, shot on the way up and no good. Hassan Buggs had 8 points and 4 rebounds against Albany State. So Buggs trying to hit the second free throw here. Buggs' shot is on the way up and it's good. So that gives Buggs 7 points on the evening. And Andre Statham will check in for Hassan Buggs. So Buggs goes to the bench for a rest with 7 points. Wildcats with the basketball. That'll be J.R. Bryant. Bryant gets it over to Glenn Holloway. Holloway for 3. Comes up way short. Picked up by Chris Smoke. A fight for the ball. Great job that time by Dejion Macklin, causing the ball to go off of Chris Smoke, and it'll be Hurricane basketball. Dejion Macklin going to get it into R.J. Sessions. Sessions back into the ball game. He has 5 points on the night. He had 30, as we mentioned earlier, against Albany State. That'll be Macklin. Macklin over to John Mason. Mason for 3 off the glass. Good. He didn't call glass, but he sure got it, and it went down. So Mason with his first of the evening gives him 3 points, makes it 24-19 with 7:10 to go here in the first half. 18 seconds to go on the shot clock for, backdoor play by Fort Valley State. Didn't take the shot, though. Gave up on a pass. Tries to get it inside. That's picked off by Andre Statham. Statham gets the ball over to Dejion Macklin. Wow, I really would have thought that J.R. Bryant was going to make that shot on the backdoor play, but he passed it out. Eventually would give up possession on the throw. Now we're going to have a foul called on the Hurricane end of the floor. That's R.J. Sessions with the basketball. Foul's going to be called on, looks like Deontay Ford. That'll be Hurricanes basketball underneath their own basket. Ball goes into John Mason. His little hook shot is no good. Picked up by J.R. Bryant. Bryant will drive the length of the court. Gets it back out to Chris Smoke. Smoke for 3. Off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound is by Jimmy Sylvan. Passes over to R.J. Sessions. Sessions gets it back to Dejion Macklin, top of the key. He's being guarded by J.R. Bryant. Back to Sessions. Sessions has it knocked away, but picked up by Mason. Mason over to Statham. Statham going to drive the baseline. He'll be fouled by Glenn Holloway. That'll be Holloway's second foul of the evening. So the Hurricanes once again will inbounds underneath their own basket. Dejan Macklin will leave the game. Quentin Taylor will take his place here at the 5:58 mark of the first half. Inbounds pass is going to go over to Statham. Statham for a long, deep three. Long rebound is picked up by Mason. Mason gets it back over to Quentin Taylor to restart the offense. Taylor out by midcourt. Gets it over to Sylvain. Sylvain over to Sessions. Sessions for a long three, no good. Rebound by Statham. Statham going to move it back to the basket, and it's good. So Statham backs his defender down and makes a great turnaround jump shot. That makes it 26-19. Fort Valley State with the basketball. That'll be J.R. Bryant. Bryant being guarded by Sessions. Bryant dribbles to the top of the key, gets it over to Trey Illett on the right wing. Little turnaround hook shot by Walter Foster is good for the basket. 26-21, Hurricanes lead right at 5 minutes to go here in the first half. R.J. Sessions gives it up to John Mason out top of the key. Back to Sessions, who'd worked his way back out to the top of the key. Look for a little backdoor play on Sessions that time. Sessions again for a deep three-pointer, no good. Rebound goes off of James Barnes' hand. It'll be GSW's basketball here right in front of us. Inbounds pass will go to Andre Statham. Statham quickly over to Quentin Taylor. Taylor pulls up top of the key and good. Taylor with his second basket of the night makes it 28-21. Hurricanes lead by 7 here with 4:30 to go in the first half. That running shot by James Barnes is no good. It's tapped in by, looks like Walter Foster. So that makes it 28-23. Long three-pointer by Andre Statham is no good. Picked up in the corner by James Barnes. Barnes will get it to Bryant. Bryant quickly up court. One shake and bake move. Gives it over to Chris Smoke. He'll be called for the travel. So it'll be Hurricane basketball. Up by 5 here with 4 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the first half. Next game for the Hurricanes will be December 2nd. Actually, will be a conference game against USC Aiken. It'll be a women's, men's doubleheader. Catch the women's game at 5:30, men's game at 7:30. That'll be December 2nd, USC Aiken here at the Storm Dome. J.R. Bryant with a long three-pointer, no good. Picked up by Quentin Taylor. Taylor quickly up the court. We'll pull it back out. Looking inside. Can't find anybody. Gets it over to R.J. Sessions. Sessions, one move, picks it up. Pass over to Sylvain. Sylvain gets it to John Mason down in the corner. Back out to Quentin Taylor. Taylor just in front of the Fort Valley bench. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Little shake and bake move back out at the top of the key is no good. Rebound is by Barnes. Barnes will get the ball up to Tyler Edwards, who comes down quickly. Drives the right side of the court, and an offensive foul is called on that one. So Edwards just barely nudged his shoulder to create separation. That was called a foul by the official. So with 3:06 to go here in the first half, Hurricanes lead by a score of 28-23. We'll be back after this 60-second message. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball on 94 Sports.
He's melting you for a cheer. We get it out? All right, we'll be back with more goodies. We'll catch up with you in the halftime break. Let's go, Hurricanes!
Welcome back to the Storm Dome here on the campus of Georgia Southwestern State University, where the Hurricanes lead Fort Valley State by a score of 28-23 with just under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Quentin Taylor with the basketball, tries to get the ball inside, scramble on the floor. That's Hassan Buggs, picked up by Tyler Edwards of Fort Valley State, gets it over to J.R. Bryant. Bryant swings the ball around. They try to get it inside and do. They get it to Walter Foster. Foster with a turnaround shot. That's no good. Looks like, I believe that's going to be on Hassan Buggs. That'll be his second foul of the night. So Foster will go to the line for 2 free throws. Foster has 4 points on the night. 2:33 to go here in the first half. Hurricanes lead by 5. Great job that time of mopping up and sweeping up under the basket by young Brody Fuller, 7th grader out at Southland Academy. First free throw is on the way and good. Gives Foster 5 points. Foster looking for his second free throw. 28-24, good guys. Free throw rims in and out. Rebound by Andre Statham. Statham gives it to Quentin Taylor, who will direct the offense out at midcourt, being guarded by J.R. Bryant. Taylor over on the left wing gives it to Sylvain. He goes. He's going to get hammered as he drives to the basket. I can't believe that Walter Foster couldn't believe that that was a foul, because he hammered Jimmy Sylvain.
Jimmy Sylvain on the line.
Walter Foster can argue all he wants to, but that was about as good a job of a tackle as you'll see in most NCAA ball games. First free throw by Sylvain is no good. He'll get a second. Sylvain trying to crack the scoring book for the first time tonight. 7 Hurricanes are on the scorebook so far with scores. Make that 8. Sylvain with his first free throw gives him 1 point of the night and stretches the lead out to 5, 29-24. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Wildcats with the basketball. That'll be Jalen McMillan. McMillan being guarded by R.J. Sessions. McMillan drives again, and we'll have a block call on R.J. Sessions. That'll be his third. If that's on Sessions, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that Coach Ben Hicks will be looking to make a substitution for Sessions, but Devin Watson enters the game. Jalen McMillan, 3 points on the night. First free throw is on the way and good. That gives him 4. So McMillan converting the first of a one-if. Going to get a second here. McMillan. Shots on the way in and out. Rebound by Statham. Statham will give it to Quentin Taylor. A little full court pressure being applied by Fort Valley State. Gets it up to Statham. Statham over to Devin Watson. Back to Statham. Statham down the lane, and he's going to be fouled. Good ball movement. Good job of breaking the full court pressure that was applied by Fort Valley State. And Statham will go to the line for 2. Statham with 5 points on the evening. Free throw on the way up, and it's good. And give him 6 points on the evening. Statham trying to convert both free throws here. Shots on the way up and good. That gives Statham 7 points on the night. Makes it 31-25. 1:42 to go here in the first half. That'll be Tyler Edwards with the basketball for Fort Valley State. He's going to drive to the right side. Fort Valley going from left to right on your dial. That'll be J.R. Bryant Shot clock ticking down, 5 seconds. Tyler Edwards going to drive to the left, pulls up at the left elbow. His shot is no good. Picked up by James Barnes. He puts it back in for the basket. Makes it 31-27. Just over a minute to go. Full court pressure being applied. Hurricanes break the press. That'll be Quentin Taylor just in front of the Fort Valley bench. Taylor going to get a pick from Andre Statham, chooses not to use it. Swings the ball around to Devin Watson. Watson dribbles top of the key over to Quentin Taylor. Taylor for three, no good. Long rebound by number 12, that's J.R. Bryant. Bryant dribbles all the way, pulls up on the right wing. Fall away jumper is no good. Rebound is picked up by James Barnes. Barnes back over to Tyler Edwards. Edwards loses a handle in the lane. Looks like it's going to be a jump ball. Nope. They're going to say that Edwards possessed the ball when he rolled over on the end line, giving Georgia Southwestern the possession. 28.9 seconds to go here in the first half. 4-point lead by the Hurricanes, 31-27. Inbounds pass goes to Quentin Taylor again. Full court pressure being applied. Back to Devin Watson. Watson back across court to Quentin Taylor. Taylor, clock ticking down, 15 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Taylor looking, can't find anybody. Going to be guarded by J.R. Bryant. Taylor back over to Sylvain, back to Taylor. 5 seconds on the clock. Taylor going to pull up from the right elbow. Shot is no good. And that'll do it for the first half. So at the end of one half, it's Georgia Southwestern State 31, Fort Valley State 27. We'll be back with an interview with Dr. Give me a 2 and at least a 1 because I've got to go to the restroom. Okay. the campus of Georgia Southwestern State University, where I am proud to be able to welcome Dr. Neil Weaver, the new president of the Georgia Southwestern State University. First of all, Dr. Weaver, I'd like to say welcome to you and your wife, Christy, and your 3 children here to Americus, Georgia. And we look forward to your tenure as president of the university. Welcome.
Well, thank you very much. It's been a great time to come to the university, and the community's been fantastic in welcoming us to town, and everybody's just been so gracious and so friendly, and we couldn't ask for a better community to come to, and we're really excited to be here. So thank you very much.
Well, I'll tell you, we're excited to have you here. I know that you were the vice president of advancement and innovation at Nicholls State University in Thibodaux, Louisiana. We have a little connection here, a little strange connection. It's not much of one, but it is. I just happened to be sitting in an end zone seat in Sanford Stadium last year on the most godly hot day of college football I've ever been in, and saw the Bulldogs struggle to beat your Nicholls State team.
I'll tell you, that was probably the best loss in the history of college football for Nicholls State University. They did something nobody thought they could do, and it taught them that they were better than they thought they were. And I don't know if people around here may not follow Nicholls, but 2 years ago that team lost every single game they played and had lost 24 straight games. This year they were just announced as hosting a game in the football championship series playoffs.
Really?
So in 3 years they've gone from no wins to 8 wins and hosting a playoff game.
Wow.
One of the most incredible turnarounds I've ever seen, and well-deserved for the coaches and the players and the fans who really believed and made a commitment to grow that program and get them up off the mat. And they're getting rewarded, and they're going to have a great day on Saturday. And there'll be a lot of jambalaya, a lot of crawfish, and they'll have a great day. And so I'm proud of them and proud of my relationship with that university.
Well, I tell you what, they did a great job. They represented themselves really well there, and can't say enough about Nicholls State. It was the most hot day I've ever been at a football game, and Nicholls State was bringing some heat to the Bulldogs that day.
They
were fortunate to win that day. Anytime you win, it's a good day, but that day Nicholls State really did themselves proud. But going back to you, I also see that you are on the staff at West Texas A&M University and Northeastern State University. You got your doctorate degree from the University of Oklahoma. Go Sooner, Boomer Sooner. So you have a lot of experience in the Midwest.
I do.
How is that different coming to a small town in little small town in Georgia?
Well, in my career, I've worked at all those places you named that I've worked at: Durant, Oklahoma, Tahlequah, Oklahoma, Canyon, Texas, Thibodaux, Louisiana. I think the biggest town of all of those is probably 17 or 18,000 people. I've worked at regional universities my whole life, worked at institutions that have ranged from 10,000 to 4,000. And so I think what we offer and what we do at Georgia Southwestern and where we do it and the environment that we try to create is something I'm very familiar with and something I'm very comfortable with and something that I believe is incredibly valuable, not only to the students who come, but to the communities that we serve. And so it's new, but it's not different. And I'm really excited to bring some of the experiences I've had at other institutions and take some of the best of what I've seen and try to incorporate that into what's some of the great things that are going on here at Georgia Southwestern. I hope that I can just be a part and add some value and help the university continue to grow and become what this community wants it to be. And that's what we're trying to do.
Well, everyone I've talked to so far, and I've got lots of friends out here at the college, at the university, and the people who, as you were going through the interview process, who had an opportunity to speak to you then, everyone I've talked to said one quality that they mentioned to you was just this positiveness, that you had such a positive ring to everything you talked about. You had such an enthusiasm about everything that you talked about, and your vision for carrying on the great tradition of Georgia Southwestern State University. Everybody was just so impressed with your positiveness and your enthusiasm.
Well, I appreciate that, and it's the only way I know how to do a job. It's the only way I know how to live my life. I've been an athlete growing up, and I've been around students, and if you can't get excited about what the students do and their potential and what our universities do and how we impact the communities that we serve, then I really don't know what's going to get you excited. I mean, I think I have the best job in the whole world. I think I'm doing it at one of the most incredible places in the world, and I just want more and more people to get involved with us, because if you don't work at a college campus every day, I promise you, if you come spend a day or two with us, you'll be absolutely blown away by the enthusiasm, the excitement that happens on a college campus. It's the greatest place in the world. I'm lucky to do it, and I hope that everybody else will come and help us be a part.
Well, hearing that you were a former athlete yourself, and knowing that the sports and athletic program that goes on here under the direction of athletic director Mike Leader, how important is it to the institution for the athletic program, not just to have an athletic program, but to drive forward for a successful athletic program?
Yeah, I think it's one of the most critical things for an institution, and I say that from a couple of different perspectives. For the young men and women who have the opportunity to play, it's an incredible
Hurricanes. The Hurricanes were led by Hassan Buggs and Andre Statham with 7 points. R.J. Sessions had 5 points. Quentin Taylor with 4 points. John Mason with 3. Dejion Macklin with 2. And Jimmy Sylvain with 1. For the Wildcats, they were led by Tyler Edwards with 7 points. Jamal Guerra and Walter Foster with 5 points. Jalen McMillan and James Barnes with 4 points. And Chris Smoke with 2 points. So the Wildcats will begin the second half with the basketball. Whistle is blown, and not sure what was called, but something was called on the Wildcats because it'll be the Hurricanes basketball. 31-27 your score. Devin Watson with the basketball, going to give it up to Dejion Macklin. Macklin to Hassan Buggs. Buggs drives the left side, off the glass, no good. Rebound by Jamal Gara. Gara guarded by Dejion Macklin. Gara gives it up to Barnes. Barnes going to drive the right side of the lane, and his shot is knocked away, but he's hammered. Trying to sort out exactly who. That'd be on Andre Statham. Statham picks up his second foul of the night. So Barnes with his first free throw gives him 5 points. Barnes will get a second free throw tonight. Barnes, shot up, and it's good. So 6 points for James Barnes. Makes it 31-29. 2-point game here. Hurricanes lead. Devin Watson on the left wing, going to drive down the lane. Stops. Shot is knocked away by Barnes, picked up by Quentin Taylor. 14 seconds to go on the shot clock. Quentin Taylor being guarded by James Barnes. That's a little bit of a height mismatch. Quentin thinks better of driving the lane. Kicks it into Hassan Buggs. Back out to Statham. Statham top of the key for 3. Good. So Statham, his 10th point of the night makes it 34-29. 18:55 to go here in the second half. It'll be Tyler Edwards. Edwards gives it up to Barnes. Barnes with a long three-pointer, no good. Picked up by Dejion Macklin. Macklin gets it over to Taylor. Taylor to Statham. Statham back to Devin Watson, top of the key. Being guarded by Jalen McMillan. Kicks it over to the right wing to Quentin Taylor. Taylor, Statham, inside to Buggs. Buggs, shot good. So Buggs gets his 9th point of the game. 36-29. Just over 18 minutes to go here in the second half. Fort Valley State with the basketball. It's going to be Tyler Edwards. Edwards drives down the middle of the lane. Pump fake. Shot up. No good. Ball knocked away by Hassan Buggs. So Fort Valley State will inbounds. That'll be James Barnes. Barnes, a 6'7" senior from Columbus, Georgia. Inbounds it over to Tyler Edwards. Edwards back to Barnes. Deep in the corner. He's going to get it into Walter Foster. Foster being guarded by Statham. Kicks it back out to Jamal Guerra. Guerra's three-pointer. No good. Rebound, Andre Statham. Statham gives it up to Taylor. Taylor quickly down court. Pulls up at the right elbow. His shot falls short. Picked up by Jamal Guerra. Guerra. Cross court over to James Barnes. Barnes for 3 again. No good. Rebound by Dejion Macklin. Macklin all the way down court. Gives it up to Watson. Watson goes off his hands. Out of bounds. It'll be Fort Valley State basketball. So the action is very fast tonight. Inbounds pass goes to Tyler Edwards. Edwards, 6'2" junior from Douglasville, Georgia. Edwards with 7 points on the night. Gets it over to Jamal Guerra. Guerra being guarded by Dejion Macklin. Goes down baseline. Kicks it over to Foster. Foster gives it up to Barnes. Barnes down the lane. Good. And a foul will be called. That foul will be on Quentin Taylor.
James Barnes.
Barnes 2 for 2 from the free throw, trying to make the old-fashioned three-point play.
Second personal. 13 foul.
Quentin Taylor with 2 fouls on the night. Barnes' free throw is good.
Completes the three-point.
Gives him 9 points on the night. He's the leading scorer for Fort Valley State. Again, a little full court pressure being applied, but the Hurricanes quickly and easily dispose of that. Devin Watson gives it to Hassan Buggs at the elbow. Quickly over to Quentin Taylor. Taylor going to drive the lane. Gives it up to Devin Watson. Watson off the glass. Good.
Watson.
So a great job of ball movement that time by the Hurricanes. Tyler Edwards with the basketball. Going to get it over to Jalen McMillan. McMillan deep for 3. It's off the back of the rim. Picked up by Dejion Macklin. Macklin quickly over to Quentin Taylor. Taylor, the 6-foot junior from Edison, Georgia. Coach Ben Hicks calls out the offense. Gives it up to Statham. Statham trying to get it to Hassan Buggs, who was crossing across the lane. Quickly down court, knocked away by Devin Watson. That's a great job of hustle by Devin Watson. He kicked in the Jets right at there at the end and knocked the ball away. Prevented an easy layup by Fort Valley State. Inbounds pass goes to Tyler Edwards. Edwards being guarded by Quentin Taylor. Gets it over to Jalen McMillan. Millen back to Edwards. Edwards three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Andre Statham. Statham will give it up to Macklin. Macklin quickly down court to Quentin Taylor. Taylor in front of the Hurricane bench. Gives it back out to Statham, top of the key. Statham over on the right wing to Devin Watson. Dribbles back out to Buggs. Buggs to Statham on the back door. Good! Statham with his 12 points good. That's a great pass by Hassan Buggs that time. Give him an assist on the play. That makes it 40-32. Hurricanes lead by 8. 15:26 to go here in the second half. Foul will be called on Andre Statham. That'll be Statham's third foul of the game. And we'll get a media timeout after. Passes inbounds. That'll be Glenn Holloway. Holloway is the 6'9" senior from Douglasville, Alabama. Holloway has 2 fouls on the night. So Quentin Taylor will bring the basketball up for the Hurricanes. He's being guarded by James Barnes. Again, we mentioned that's a little bit of a mismatch. Fort Valley going with a 3-2 zone. Devin Watson from the left wing up, good for 3. So Watson with 7 points on the night. Makes it 43-32. Fort Valley with the basketball. That'll be Tyler Edwards just in front of his bench on the right wing. One little shake and bake move, pulls up a shot from the baseline is no good. Ball is knocked around and picked up by Quentin Taylor. A little behind the back dribble that time, going to drive the lane. His shot is no good. Ball is knocked away out of bounds by Glenn Holloway. That'll give the Hurricanes a basketball. Dejan Macklin will inbound. Going to give it up to Watson. Watson from deep in the corner for three, no good. That rebounds by John Mason and is knocked away by, looks like, Jalen McMillan, I believe. So the Hurricanes will inbound again under their basket. Gives it up to Devin Watson again in the same corner. He doesn't shoot this time. He brings it out, trying to set up an offense. Gets it over to John Mason. Mason for three. Up good. John Mason with his second three-pointer on the night stretches the lead out to 14, 46-32. 14-12 to go here in the second half. Tyler Edwards kicks it in to Walter Foster. Foster being double-teamed. Gets it over to Glenn Holloway. Holloway at the right elbow. No good. Rebound by Hassan Buggs. Buggs quickly out. Going to dribble the length of the court. Goes down the lane, and there'll be a foul called. So I believe that foul is going to be on Glenn Holloway. That'll be his second foul. Already had him for two. So Hassan Buggs is 1 for 2 from the line tonight. His shot is up and no good.
Fouls on Holloway.
Buggs with 9 points
Buggs on the line.
on the night. 1 for 3 from the line so far. Buggs, 6'6" senior from Chicago, Illinois. His free throw. We've got a foul called on John Mason. So that free throw will be no good. It's negated. 46-32, just under 14 minutes to go here in the second half. Tyler Edwards for the Wildcats going to give it up to Holloway at the left elbow. Looking inside, he can't find anybody. Gets it back to Edwards. Edwards with a long three is no good. Rebounded by Devin Watson, knocked away by Walter Foster. So the Hurricanes will take possession. Dejan Macklin will inbounds to Quentin Taylor. Macklin, a 6'1" junior guard from Los Angeles, California. Taylor, top of the key, going to dribble the left side of the lane is no good. Rebound is going to be taken by Walter Foster, and a foul will be called on Quentin Taylor.
Foul on Quentin.
Should be his third of the night. Let's see what the board says. It is his third. Wow.
Personal. 15 foul.
So the Hurricanes have 5 team fouls here in the second half. The Wildcats have 1. It's going to be Trey Elliott with a basketball. Gets it back to J.R. Bryant. Bryant drives the lane, gives it up to James Barnes, and he gets hammered. Hurricanes meant that they're going to call it on the floor. That's kind of surprising, but they meant that Barnes was not going to get an easy layup on that. Inbounds goes to Foster. Deep three-pointer by J.R. Bryant is good.
J.R. Bryant.
Makes it 46-35. Hurricanes with the basketball. That'll be R.J. Sessions. He's going to get a pick from John Mason. Now we're going to go with the back door, and he gets hammered. Mason is hammered. He doesn't convert the basket, but I can't say that I blame him. He got hammered so hard, knocked to the floor. That foul is going to be on Trey Elliott.
Foul on Trey Elliott for the Wildcats.
So Mason will get 2 free
First
throws.
personal, second team.
Mason's first free throw is in and out. Mason with 6 points on the
John
night.
Mason on the line.
Jimmy Sylvain will check back in for Devin Watson. Mason with the second of his 2 free throws. On the way, no good. Rebound is going to be taken by Walter Foster. Foster gets it up to J.R. Bryant. Bryant dribbles, top of the key. Going to go past Jimmy Sylvain, pull up his shot, no good, but put back by James Barnes.
James Barnes.
So Barnes picks up his 11th point of the night. 46-37, 12:31 to go. Dejan. 48-37 to go. Wildcats with the basketball. That'll be J.R. Bryant. Bryant tries to get it into Foster. It goes out of bounds. Scramble for the basketball. It'll be Hurricanes basketball just in front of the scorer's table. That'll be R.J. Sessions.
Foul on Bryant.
Dejon Macklin
13 foul.
with the basketball. They get it over to R.J. Sessions. Back into Bugs, back out to Sessions. Sessions looking, can't find anybody. Gets it over to Macklin. Macklin down to Sylvain. Sylvain gets it into Mason in the lane. Lane back out to Macklin. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. Macklin back over to Mason. Mason for three, up, no good. Rebound is taken by Foster. And knocked out of bounds by R.J. Sessions. We'll take a media timeout with 11:33 to go here in the second half. It's Hurricanes 48, Wildcats 37. You're listening to Hurricanes. Did not end that streak. So only 3 of 4 will be eating barbecue tomorrow at 2 Dukes. That's pretty good, 75% though. So the Wildcats will inbounds. James Barn gets it over to J.R. Bryant. Swings it back over to Chris Smoke. Smoke back out to Elliott. Elliott over to Bryant. Bryant gets it in to James Barnes. Barnes' turnaround jumper is good. 13 points for Barnes, cuts the lead to 9. 11:06 to go here, second half. Macklin with the basketball, gets it to Statham. Statham over to Sylvain, just in front of the Southwestern bench. Back out to Macklin. Macklin over to R.J. Sessions, can't make the three-pointer. Rebound is by Chris Smoke. Smoke over to Bryant. Bryant back to Smoke. Inside to Walter Foster. Foster to Elliott. Elliott with a three-pointer, no good. Dejon Macklin quickly down court, gets it to Statham. Statham on the block, turns, can't find anybody. Now gives it to Session, breaking across the lane, no good. Rebound is by Walter Foster. Foster gets it up to J.R. Bryant quickly. Bryant gets it back to Barnes. Barnes going to drive the right side of the lane. His shot off the glass is no good. Rebound by Foster. Foster's shot is no good. Rebound is going to be by Hassan Bugs. Bugs gets it to R.J. Sessions. Sessions going to drive the length of the court. Finger roll up and in, it's good. The Session was 7 points tonight. 50-39, just inside 10 minutes. J.R. Bryant with the basketball. He's going to be fouled by Dejon Macklin. So Fort Valley will inbounds underneath their own basket.
Second personal 16 foul.
Deontay Ford will check in for Fort Valley State. Also, Jalen McMillan will come back in. Walter Foster will take a rest. Fort Valley State will inbounds with the Hurricanes leading by 11. That's going to be Trey Elliott from deep in the corner for three, no good. Goes off the hands of R.J. Sessions, trying to get the rebound. Can't quite handle it, goes off his fingertips. So Fort Valley State to inbounds. That'll be Jalen McMillan on the inbounds play. Going to get it to Trey Elliott. Nope, that'll be Deontay Ford. Ford gets it back out to Bryant, top of the key. Being guarded by Quentin Taylor. Back out to Chris Smoke for about a 44-foot three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound is by Quentin Taylor. Taylor over to Statham. Statham to R.J. Sessions. Sessions blows by the man he's guarding. His shot is short. Knocked away, but picked up by Sessions. And oh, did he go down hard. Drove the basket. Don't know how a foul didn't get called on that one, but Sessions went down hard, but he popped up pretty quick. Fort Valley with the basketball. This will be Chris Smoke again. Throws down into the corner to J.R. Bryant. Bryant will dribble out of the corner. Back to the top of the key. Going to drive the lane. Goes off the glass and good. So J.R. Bryant will pick up the basket. He'll get a chance to make the old-fashioned three-point play. Devin Watson will enter for R.J. Sessions. John Mason will come in for Andre Statham. That foul was on Andre Statham. That's 4 on Andre. Bryant with the free throw. On the way up, no good. Whistle is blown. And it looks like a lane violation is going to be called on Chris Smoke. So that'll give the Hurricanes the basketball. Hassan Buggs will inbounds. That'll go to Quentin Taylor. Taylor comes across half court, gives it over to Dejon Macklin. Dejon over to Quentin Taylor. Taylor to Watson, back to Taylor. Looking inside for Mason. Taylor back to Watson. Watson, the left elbow, going to spin move, drive to the basket. His shot is no good. It's picked up by Deontay Ford. Ford gets it to J.R. Bryant. One move, and boy, that ball is swatted away by Hassan Buggs. So J.R. Bryant put the move on the guy who was covering him, but once he got down the lane to shoot, when he let go of it, Hassan Buggs just swiped it away. Inbounds pass goes to Jalen McMillan. McMillan, top of the key, looking, puts a move, spins down to the lane, one-handed shot, no good. Rebound by Smoke, his putback is no good. Rebound by John Mason. Mason will get it to Dejon Macklin, who gives it up to Quentin Taylor. Taylor, the point guard, the general on the floor, will set up the offense, gets it over to Macklin in front of the Hurricane bench. Back to Taylor. To the free throw line of Hassan Buggs. Back to Macklin. Macklin drives, left wing, shot up, no good. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Mason. Mason over to Watson. We'll get a new shot clock. 7:48 to go here in the second half. Devin Watson back out to Taylor, top of the key. Over to Buggs, down in the corner to Watson. Watson dribbles out, passes across court to Taylor. Taylor to Macklin in front of the Canes bench. 10 seconds to go on the shot block. Macklin from deep in the corner for three. Good! Dejon Macklin for three, picks up his 5th point of the night, extends the lead back to 12 points. 7:19 to go here in the second half. J.R. Bryant being closely guarded by Quentin Taylor. Taylor gets it back over to Jalen McMillan. McMillan back over to Jamal Guerra. Guerra in front of the Fort Valley bench, back out top of the key. Gives it to J.R. Bryant. Bryant once again guarded by Quentin Taylor. Bryant dribbling between the legs and behind the back. Gives it up to Guerra. Guerra with a long three, no good. Rebound by Dejon Macklin. Macklin gets it to Taylor. Taylor out between the midcourt line and the three-point line, being guarded by J.R. Bryant. Looking, gives it to Macklin. Macklin in front of the Hurricanes bench, gets it to the elbow to Hassan Buggs. Buggs over to Quentin Taylor on the right wing. 5, 4, 3. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Rolling one-handed shot is no good. quickly up the court. That's going to be James Guerra. His shot is no good. Rebound is by Macklin. Macklin covers the ball, comes out dribbling, being guarded by Guerra. Macklin, again, being guarded by James Guerra. Going to dribble in front of the Hurricane bench. Gets a pick from Hassan Buggs. Looked like a little pick and roll play, but the Wildcats picked that up. Back out to Buggs. Buggs has it knocked away. That'll be J.R. Bryant on the run. Bryant's going to go the distance, and he'll be fouled. That foul's probably going to be called on Dejon Macklin. And we'll get a timeout. So with 5:48 to go here in the second half, Hurricanes lead by a score of 53-41. .5:45 to go in the second half. Full court pressure easily broken by the Hurricanes, and an easy basket by Devin Watson. Great job that time by the Hurricanes. When a coach draws up a press breaker on the board, that's exactly how you do it. So great job by the Hurricanes that time. James Barnes going to drive off glass, good. Barnes leads all scorers with 15 points. Hurricanes again facing that full court pressure. R.J. Sessions with the basketball, going to get it over to Quentin Taylor. Taylor over to Devin Watson on the right wing. Cross court pass to Taylor, down in the corner to Sessions, back out to Taylor. Wildcats in a man-to-man defense now. Over to Dejon Macklin for three, good! Dejon Macklin for three makes it 58-45. Wildcats quickly down court. That'll be Jamal Garrow just in front of his own bench. Gets it back out to Jalen McMillan. McMillan being guarded by Taylor. Whistle and a foul. That'll probably be on Quentin Taylor, and that should be his fourth. Yep. That's Taylor's fourth foul of the game. Coach Ben Hicks looks down the bench. Looks like that'll be Jimmy Sylvain entering the game for the Hurricanes.
McMillan on the line.
Jalen McMillan with the free throw attempt. He's 1 for 2 on the evening in free throws. First shot on the way up and good. So McMillan will get a second free throw on the night. McMillan, 5 points. Second shot on the way up and in and out. Rebound by John Mason. Mason will give it to Dejon Macklin. Again, full court pressure being applied by Fort Valley State, but not too difficult for the Hurricanes to get the ball down court. So good job by Southwestern. RJ Sessions just in front of the scorer's table. A couple of crossover dribbles. Looking for a lane, pulls up for three. Good! That was about a 40-foot three-pointer from in front of the scorer's table. Goodness, they ought to give him 4 for that one. Sessions with 30 points against Albany State in the first game, 10 here tonight. Wildcats with the basketball. That's going to be James Barnes. Great pass that time by Jalen McMillan. Give McMillan an assist on the play. Gets the score back to 61-48. 13-point lead by the Hurricanes. Dejon Macklin is double teamed, but quickly gets the ball over to Jimmy Sylvain. Back out to Macklin, top of the key. Swings it over to RJ Sessions. Ball is loose, going to give it up to James Barnes, and he'll dunk it on the breakaway layup. So Barnes with the dunk gives him 19 points on the evening. 61-50, just over 3 minutes to go here in the game. Dejon Macklin being guarded by J.R. Bryant. Looking. Gets it over to Sylvain just in front of the Hurricane bench. Sylvain going to drive a little underhanded shot is no good. Rebound's going to be by Walter Foster. Foster gets it quickly down court. Jalen McMillan for three, misses everything. And the ball will be Southwestern basketball. RJ Sessions got the rebound, kind of got pushed around a little bit that time by Walter Foster. Andre Statham will inbounds. He'll get it to Devin Watson. Again, full court pressure being applied by Fort Valley State. Watson back to Statham. He gets it across midcourt. He'll give it back to Quentin Taylor. Taylor being guarded by Tyler Edwards. Back over to Hassan Buggs. Buggs to Watson. Watson tries to get it to RJ Sessions. It's knocked out of bounds by Jalen McMillan. So 2:22 to go here in the second half. 61-50 your score. Hurricanes lead. They have the basketball. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Sessions will inbound to Buggs. Buggs looks, and he's going to be called for a travel. Much to the dismay of Coach Hicks. So Fort Valley State will inbounds. Shaquille Barfield will enter for Fort Valley State. Barfield, the 5'11 junior from Macon, Georgia, gives it up to Tyler Edwards. Edwards over to Barnes. Barnes inside to Walter Foster. Foster going to try to back, and he'll be called for a travel. Foster tried to back down Hassan Buggs, but in his spin move, he traveled. Statham will inbounds to Quentin Taylor. Taylor being guarded by Barnes. Barnes is going to be called for the foul. He can't believe that. But he did it. He fouled him. Under 2 minutes to go here in the game. Hurricanes with the basketball. Of course, Fort Valley State applying full court pressure, trying to create a turnover. Statham inbounds. Gets it into Devin Watson. Watson dribbles, gets it across half court. Gets it back to Quentin Taylor. Taylor being guarded by J.R. Bryant. Out in the front court, that'll be Devin Watson. Gonna drive down the lane. Little left-handed shot off the glass is good. So Watson's in double figures. That's the third Hurricane in double figures for the night. He has 11 on the night. J.R. Bryant back to Barnes. Barnes over to Edwards. Edwards back to Barnes, top of the key. Back to Bryant, down in the corner. That'll be Barfield for three, no good. Rebound is by Quentin Taylor. Taylor. Quickly down to Watson. Watson. Back to Taylor. Taylor out at midcourt with the basketball, being guarded by Tyler Edwards. Taylor makes a move toward the basket, then backs up, spreads the court out. Going to force Fort Valley State into
1 minute. 1 minute.
A foul. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Going to have to get a shot off quickly from way downtown. The three-pointer is no good. Rebound is by Walter Foster. Quickly up court will be Shaquille Barfield. Barfield gets it to J.R. Bryant. Bryant drives and shoots. Good. So Bryant picks up his 9th point of the game. We'll have a foul call. That foul will be on J.R. Bryant. 41.7 seconds to go. Hurricanes lead by 11, 63-52. Inbounds pass goes to R.J. Sessions. He's going to be fouled by Tyler Edwards, or knocked out of bounds. Thank you. Thurston had me. Ball came right dangerously toward our area. 2 feet away. I was that close to death. But thanks to Thurston Clary, Johnny on the spot with cat-like reflexes. I hope nobody ever tries to throw you off of the top of a building, because those cat-like reflexes are going to save you when you hit. 35 seconds to go here in the game. Hurricanes just going to have to run out the clock. Foul called on Tyler Edwards that time. Not much the Wildcats can do, down 11 with 30 seconds to go. That'll send R.J. Sessions to the line.
R.J. Sessions on the line.
First shot's on the way, and it's good. That gives Sessions 11 points. Balanced scoring tonight by the Hurricanes. Whereas in the previous game, Sessions and Statham scored about 75% of the total points. It has really been spread out tonight. Sessions with 12 points now. Hurricanes applying a little bit of full court pressure, forcing the Wildcats to take their time and a little more difficulty getting the ball across midcourt. Long three-pointer is no good. Rebound's going to be taken by Hassan Buggs. 14 seconds to go. This is pretty much over. 9 seconds. So the Hurricanes are going to stand on the court and dribble. That'll be Quentin Taylor as he runs the clock out. 2-1, and the Hurricanes will take the victory. Final score tonight, Hurricanes 65, Wildcats 52. We'll be back after this to wrap up tonight's scoring and to hear from Coach Ben Hicks. You're listening to Hurricane Basketball on 94 Sports.
December 2nd here in the Storm Dome against USC.
Hey, Billy.
Games at 5:30 with women's action, men's action
Billy.
at 7:30 on December 2nd.
Hey, listen, you can go ahead and take a 2 here, and then I'll wrap up the scoring and everything and give Coach Hicks some time to get out here.
Stay around.
And then we'll come back to Coach Hicks after a couple of other
by the team.
breaks after I do the scoring roundup. All right?